Good afternoon from Stazione di Perugia Fontivesi. Today, I will be riding Trenitalia's Regionale Veloce service from here to Rome and Roma Termini. I'll show you the amenities of the station and the train, as well as the difference between first and second class. So, let's go on into the station. Perugia Station is medium-sized in terms of both trains and station size. The station, according to Wikipedia, serves 50 trains a day. For my own research, many of these are regionale services to other cities in central Italy, with a few intercity trains to faraway destinations such as Torino, and a daily Frecciarossa service to Milan that leaves at approximately 5:24 a.m. every morning. My train today is Trenitalia Regionale Veloce train number 4729, with service to Roma Termini. However, it does not board for an hour, so let's take a look at the station. In the right-hand wing of the station, you will find a bar. The bar serves coffee, croissants, sandwiches, and pre-made snacks, as well as some cigarettes. I really wanted to get something from here, but my dad thought we should skip out, cause he thought that there would be a cafe on the train. We would unfortunately come to regret this decision midway through our train ride. Further down on the right-hand side is Perugia's mini metro. Unfortunately, I did not get to explore this fascinating little service. The service is a single 7-station line that serves the city of Perugia very well. And while it is not a metro and more so like whatever they have in West Virginia University and in Jacksonville, it is still really cool looking to me. Moving on to the left-hand side of the station, we can make our way to the restrooms. There's one set of restrooms with one restroom for each of the primary sexes, male and female. And the female restroom that I used was relatively clean and very, easy to use. It did not feel like many bathrooms that I would, have to use at, say, North Station in Boston. However, there is unfortunately not a gender-neutral or a family restroom, so if your identity does not match up with male or female, you will be forced to choose. I will also note that the soap was not working too terribly well in the restroom. Finally, back inside of the station, there's a help desk, a couple of ticket machines, and an underground passageway to access tracks 2 through 5. Now then, let's go out and view our train. Our train today is hauled by Trenitalia locomotive E464426, part of the Bombardier E464 family, which is the most used locomotive family in all of Italy. 3 operators use this locomotive for revenue service, but a vast majority are operated by Trenitalia. Other operators using include Trenord of Lombardia, whose trains operate between Italy and Switzerland and who are partially owned by SBB CFF-FFS, Switzerland's national operator, and Ferrovie Emilia-Romagna, in, the Emilia-Romagna region of Italy. With all of that said, there's not too much to do but to wait for our train. Around 10 minutes before departure, an announcement is made that passengers can board. Hearing this, we step up onto a train with our luggage in hand and make our way to first class. First class is in a 2x2 seating configuration, and we will talk more about it later. 10 minutes after boarding, the last call is made, and we finally start departing Perugia on time. Our train today is once again Trenitalia Regionale Veloce 4729 from Perugia to Rome. Today's journey is scheduled to take 2 hours and 41 minutes to travel the 190 kilometers or 118.1 miles. Tickets for this train cost €14.75 for basic second class and €22.90 for first per person. These are set prices as far as I can tell, so unless Trenitalia changed their pricing for this route, you should not have to worry about booking too far in advance. We will see some beautiful scenery on today's trip, but before that we have a bit of time. We first stop at Perugia, Ponte S. Giovanni, another part of the comune of Perugia. Shortly after exiting Perugia, we stop at Assisi, an absolutely beautiful historic hillside city. The city holds huge cultural significance to Catholics and is absolutely beautiful to visit. I had the fortune to visit this city while in Italy, and I would definitely go again, and I suggest that you visit this city if you can. Although do note that if you ride the train here, you will have to get on a connecting bus service to get to the actual city. We quickly leave the historic city behind. We will see more beauty today, but before that, let's check out our train. Our car is the first class car. Although there aren't many benefits between first class and second class does get tables and slightly more legroom. The tables were very useful to me and my family on this journey as we were traveling with 6 people. Now let's get and physically see more cars. The rest of the cars available are second class and feature an airline style layout. 4-person berths are also available at the front and back of the rail cars for families and larger parties to use. The legroom really isn't too bad for second class, and they really aren't too different from the first. Luggage racks are also provided over the seats for ease of storage. I will say that the vestibules are not the best, as you are not really meant to travel across cars unless you are in the wrong class. That being said, what I'm doing is not disallowed by any means, nor is it said to not cross cars. It's just that there's no real cafe service, so you just don't have a reason to. And the vestibules aren't as bad as what I saw on NJ Transit. Walking through the cars, the back car has an attached bicycle car behind it, so that those wishing to bring their bikes to their destination can do so. Now let's head to the bathrooms. The bathrooms are truly not the best, but not the worst either. I'd have to compare these somewhat to the bathrooms on MBTA's commuter rail. These, however, are much smaller, however slightly cleaner, but not that clean. Each coach features at least 2 of these bathrooms, so you can easily access one no matter which coach you are in, and I really like this. They'll be at the front of the coach as far as I could tell. Returning to our seats, we start coasting through the western side of the Apennine Mountains. This part of the journey may have been slow, but was gorgeous. I will let you guys enjoy the scenery for a bit. Skip to this time on screen if you want to continue listening to a commentary.
advise you to be careful while getting off the train.
The beautiful Umbrian scenery speeds up, and we eventually come on into Terni. Terni is Umbria's second biggest city and the capital of the province of the same name. I did not get to go here on my trip, but from photos I've seen, it looks equally as beautiful as Umbria's other province, Perugia, which I did visit on this trip. We keep speeding through the beautiful Umbrian countryside. Unfortunately, I did not record the speed of the train while I was on it. However, from what I've seen online, Regionale and Regionale Veloce trains have a top speed of 100 kilometers an hour or 62 miles an hour, which, despite being lower than the top speed of my commuter line back home, did feel somewhat fast on here.
We are now arriving in. We advise you to be careful while getting off the train.
Soon we enter Arte, and thus enter Lazio and the Roman commuter rail network. This station is the eastern end of FL1, a line that begins all the way at Fiumicino Airport Station on the coast. We actually went to this station in a previous video. Now, you might be wondering, what is the difference between Regionale and Regionale Veloce services if they both travel the same top speed? And well, the main difference is that Regionale Veloce are essentially express services and will only stop at certain major cities throughout the route, whereas Regionale services will stop at every city on the route. We start going by some Roman suburbs, and I feel like now would be a good time to mention some quality of life things. Once again, this train has no cafe car or bar car of any kind, so buy your concessions that you may need before boarding. In addition, tables are not featured on this train outside of the seats in first class, so do keep that in mind when booking and packing for your trip. The train does also not have any Wi-Fi aboard, so if you need any entertainment, try and download that before your trip starts. That being said, the gorgeous Umbrian scenery is entertainment in and of itself, especially as you enter into Terni, or well, exit if you're going to Perugia. All announcements are made in both Italian and English, with most signs being bilingual in these languages. However, some signs are only in Italian, but they do feature imagery that make it clear the message those signs are trying to convey. That being said, we pull into Platform 1 ES of Roma Termini, where we can end today's journey, and overall end this series of videos in Italy. Thank you so much for watching, and a cool fact, all of these videos on this channel thus far, save for my popular Blue Line video, were actually filmed before I even had a singular public video on here. This will change next week, as we head back to Massachusetts once again to check out the least used station on MBTA's Rockport line. With that being said, if you enjoyed this regional service in Italy, check out my video on the Fiumicino Express if you have not already. It is a service which will take you from Rome's airport to Rome itself. Our next series will be in New York City, the Big Flapple, with 5 total videos. I'm very excited for them, but for now, thank you for watching the Italy series, and I hope I've helped you if you plan on visiting Italy.